The topics I'm working on at the moment is the relationship between movement and geometry. So what I have developed here is a performance. I'm using wooden platforms in different geometric forms and different colors. Each one has a kind of quality of movement attached to it, so they function as symbols in a way. For that, I've been using some ideas from Bauhaus, but also from other things that are not Bauhaus. It functions a little bit like a vocabulary. If you combine two different platforms, you get a specific kind of movement, and if you rearrange them, and you would get another kind of movement. So that's a little bit the idea I've been working on here. I was watching the triadic ballet for the first time in YouTube, and that was like, for me, the starting point, because I like this relationship between the graphic thing on the floor and the movement. The presence of the Bauhaus in Peru for me was through my art school, because my art school was based on Bauhaus ideas. So they didn't tell us. Later I realized that they were teaching us color through the Joseph Albers theory, and that our composition class was based on the basic course of the Bauhaus. So all my art formation actually is the Bauhaus art formation. It's a privilege, and being surrounded by this kind of like nature, that it's not a garden, but it's nor a forest either, but it's kind of in between. So like all the house is like oriented to, like, for example, the studio would never get direct light, so you don't have this sharp light. You always have this like light that is bathing the space, and that's very good for working. But in other parts of the house, when you take a shower in the afternoon, the light just like goes inside the bathroom beautifully. And you always have this access to the terraces, so if you want to take a break and see the trees and see nature, it's great. And also the thing of living here in Dessau, that it's not a big city, and so you also feel a little bit in a retreat, no? Like you are have good conditions to work, and you don't have distractions. Hi, I'm Andrea Canepa. I'm a visual artist from Peru, right now living in Berlin.